What's up, everybody? This is Jose from Sun Life.
Hey, Katie.
On today's video, we're going to be exploring Bradenton, Florida beach style community, coastal community, Gulf community, and show you guys what some of these communities look like that are along the coast. You can see this home here has a mango tree in front of it. It is for sale. There's several mango trees, and actually there's a nice big mango tree here, already has fruit coming in. So looking to a beautiful mango season here in Florida. You can see some of these homes are actually on some pretty good elevation, which is good because they're not far from the water. Looks like most of these plants are tropical fruit. One thing that I really like about Bradenton is how many of these properties are going to have fruit trees. So what I want you guys to do during this video is when you see a home that you like, please timestamp it, and that lets us know what people think is nice and pretty. And if you see anything that's a monstrosity as well, you can timestamp that as well. You can see there's giant banyan trees in this neighborhood. It's a characteristic of this neighborhood. Here's like a newer, maybe 3-bedroom, 2-bath, or 4-2 newer home, very similar to the ones they built in North Florida. What do you think about this brick house right here?
I love brick within a home. It's very, I don't know, it just feels like homey as if.
Yeah, I think that's an avocado tree right there to the center left. So we've seen mangoes, avocado.
I know one day when I have my own house, I will have an avocado tree.
Like, yeah, avocados, your own avocados.
They'll have an avocado tree, an orange tree, a lemon tree, and mango trees.
This neighborhood has one characteristic, is a lot of very large plants. See that tree there, the bark is kind of shiny. That's a really popular plant people like here in Florida as well. These are, I think, banyans, just massive banyan trees, and some of the homes we're going to look at now are going to be massive. So we may not be able to see the whole home, just kind of like the outsides of the property. Of course, there's a lot of privacy on a lot of these bigger homes, but general feel for this neighborhood, it's quite shady, and it's great that you can go from wide open water not far from here to kind of shady residential areas. Kind of a good contrast. Your thoughts, Katie? Anything? You can go. You can see a mango tree right here. Lots of mango trees.
It feels very old Florida, but yet coastal at the same time. I like the feeling.
Yeah, you really don't get a lot of old Florida along the coast. It's hard to find it. Most of the old Florida towns are kind of further inland. You see a big home back there.
And I do feel like this is better than Myers-McGregor district.
I don't know about that. You got Thomas Edison home, Katie.
That's not everything. It's a very congested area. This is very more tranquil of a vibe than that.
Yeah, I mean, McGregor is a major thoroughway, and I think with Fort Myers, you've got it's just a lot of. You have too much traffic going down McGregor.
Too much traffic, and it's an area.
This area's not congested in the least bit.
It's not congested, and that makes it more livable.
This property, at least 5 acres, looks like. Yeah, these are definitely, I think one of the biggest downfalls of McGregor is because Fort Myers doesn't have any infrastructure.
Yeah.
That all the old historic streets like McGregor are basically a bumper traffic this time of day, and you're rolling through here, and there's absolutely nobody. So I think that is definitely, at least for livability, it's a much better situation than McGregor off Fort Myers. But we're looking at these houses here. Their backyard is literally the water, so these are definitely expensive homes for sure. Not too much traffic. I'm actually able to slow it down through here. You couldn't do this off McGregor, that's for sure. There would just be too much traffic. So you can see these homes have a lot of character. A lot of them have like a very colonial but southern Mediterranean like mixed vibe. It's a real interesting mix
Yeah,
of.
autumn. It feels more calm.
Yeah. Look, this one here definitely has like a historic vibe. So look at this one.
It has several banyan trees.
Giant banyan trees, yeah.
Yeah.
Several big banyans, big mango trees as well. You would have imagined that these properties would have, if they're older, would have probably needed to have their own little gardens with tropical fruitage. This one's got a wide open yard. These are more like newer. What's the name of this style? Is it like a modern Mediterranean? If anybody knows the name of that style, it's very common in the Tampa Bay area. Absolutely, we're going miles per hour through here. Just very little traffic. It's not a congested area. Quite different from Fort Myers for sure. Look at these mango trees, very big mango trees coming through here. To the north of us is the Manatee River, which would have been back in the day a major thoroughway before roads and railroads. And you can see here these mango trees. There's two gigantic mango trees. There's one in the center. Here's the other one. These are mango trees, fruit trees that are covered in flowers now. You just don't see mango trees that big. I mean, they're hard to find outside of Miami or West Palm Beach. You're just not going to see too much of that. Mango trees that big are hard to find. There's a few in Fort Myers that are that big, but they're really not the more common thing you're going to find. Coconut trees as well, royal Cuban palm trees. Good variety of palm trees here. Not as much as like Homestead or Kendall, but there's definitely our Coral Gables. I think there's a dragon fruits right here. Look at these.
Yeah.
And in the background you have with the red flowers. Those are called what are those things called? Bougainvilleas. Absolutely my least favorite plant.
But when we lived in Naples, I had dragon fruits.
Yeah, we had dragon fruits in Naples. We had our own dragon fruits. There's yellow, there's white, and there's purple, right? There's pink probably too, yeah. That's a very cool one,
Yeah, and the interior, the inside of the fruit can either be white or pink.
Yep.
Like this purplish pink.
Here's some more bougainvilleas. They're beautiful plants. Quite possibly the most racist plant out there.
What?
It's a racist plant.
Why?
Because the people that have to clean them, it's a nightmare clean. Like, whoever does your garden is not going to be happy if you have bougainvilleas. They're a nightmare. They cut right through gloves. They pop tires. They're just a nightmare. Even at the landfill, you'll get a flat tire from a bougainvillea. They're the most horrendous plant ever. I absolutely hate them. Inconsiderate to whoever has to trim and dispose of them, unless you have an open fire pit or something. I don't know how you get rid of them in a humane way, but they're nightmares. Green roof on that. Green metal roof. More bougainvilleas here. I think that's a perma-tile roof too. You don't see too much of those. It looks like a tile roof, but it's actually metal. This one has it too. That's called perma-tile. You can see a mango tree here, and this is like is that a tamarind tree? I'm not sure. The house is hideous. Can you imagine paying millions of dollars to have that garbage built? This one right here. It's just hideous. Baby blue. You can see parrots and seagulls and all types of birds flying up there. I'm gonna let this car pass us. You can go around. I love how there's just light traffic here that we're able to do this. Like I said, you couldn't do this in McGregor.
Yeah.
You can see sailboats behind the homes here, a little bridge coming up. Camera angle does get distorted because we're no longer flat, we're vertical, not going up this little hill. This is the Warner Bayou West. We're crossing this little bridge here. You can see across the other side is historic Palmetto.
It's a
Beautiful.
sugarcane randomly in the road.
Yeah, beautiful homes on the other side as well. And the historic Palmetto district on the other side. Palmetto's not the nicest looking town, but the historic district's pretty. Lots of beautiful homes there on the water. flat roofs. Never a good idea in Florida where it rains so much. I guess at some point this was a Western themed home, judging by all the cactus and failed landscaping. Look at that oak tree, baby. Big oak
That
tree.
looks like a good climate tree for a kid.
Yeah, that looks fun. Another big mango tree here. This is like the type of houses you see in Naples. Is there a name for these homes? Like a name
Probably.
for these are like the type of homes you see in Naples, for sure.
I'm not an architect, so I don't know all the styles.
Well, you better learn them if you want to keep living in Florida and be a realtor down here someday. All right, they're in a rush. We'll be crossing the water here one more time.
We're in Bayou East.
You should learn all name all these styles if you're gonna be a realtor. Start studying architecture. Beautiful egret flying over us here as we cross the Bayou East. Again, beautiful view. Palmetto on the other side over there. You can see there's a bunch of egrets. Popular little fishing spot here with a lot of pelicans and people fishing. And then there's like a boat ramp here. A bunch of old ugly trucks used to haul boats. Got that rust down there. Got that Silverado right there. Right now we're going to step onto a beautiful view overlooking Palmasola. Palmasola is Spanish for single palm. So if this car passes here, you can go ahead. Palmasola, Spanish for single palm, or lonely palm. You can see there's an abandoned boat here, abandoned sailboat. Might have been submerged at some point. It's covered in crustaceans, and then beyond that, it looks like a boathouse out there in the middle of nowhere. Cut down Australian pine, one of the most horrendous plants. These trees growing right here are Australian pines. I don't know why the state of Florida hasn't made these things illegal yet. They're a nightmare, especially during hurricanes. Beautiful view across the water there of Palmetto on the other side again. Couple nice boats here. You can see what looks like a 57 Chevy perhaps. Gigantic home, very exposed. This home is no intention was given to privacy on this property. But you can go ahead and pass us. Now coming this way, a little bit more vegetation and seclusion. This car has no intention to pass us, does it?
No.
What's going on? You can see here, these are Alabama fans. They have their rope tide, that rope tide down there. Alabama. Got that rope tide down there. I will say, for being for Alabama, they do have good taste. Here's a Key West style home, I believe is what this one's called. Beautiful Key West style home, I believe is the name of that architectural style. Nice oak tree centered right in the front of it. Great location for the oak tree. And more big oak trees on this property here. Beautiful oak trees. Got another car approaching here. We're gonna have to speed up a little bit, guys, because we are on a blind turn, so I'm gonna have to accommodate the vehicle behind us a little bit through these turns. So let's see what I can do here for a second. You'll see here we have what is this, German? Yeah, I want to see if I can pull up into here and kind of this car passes. Go right ahead. Sorry about that, guys. I want to let these cars pass. I don't want to become an obstacle here. Beautiful German style home and new construction going up here. I get some road noise. We have a lawnmower on the right side of the road. Now we're getting closer to downtown Bradenton. There's still plenty of beautiful homes heading this way. You can see here several Royal Cuban palm trees. Behind these bushes here. They also have a metal gate. Beautiful tropical vegetation in all directions, of course. Not a bad looking district. Beautiful homes here. We're now passing an intersection of 54th Street Southwest, I believe, right? These are big properties, you know, a lot of acreage and on the water, so that's two combinations for expensive real estate in Florida. Lots of land and on the water. Going a little bit faster just to accommodate vehicles that want to pass us. So we can get off the road here and let this car pass us as well. A little bit of construction in this little section, so it's not as scenic as we want it, but we'll get through here. Just one more car past us, guys. I think as we get closer to Bradenton, we're going to encounter a little bit more. There's a beautiful home back in here. You can tell just by the gate. Very ornate. Big mango trees. Another beautiful gate here. Look at that. Cast iron gate. Beautiful work with the on that gate right there. Beautiful fence. Look at the size of these things. I don't know what these things are called. Here's another majestically large mango tree here approaching this property. Big, majestic mango trees. I don't know how old a mango tree would have to be to get that big, but
I think there's more palms here than in Fort Myers.
more palms? No, they have a lot of Cuban royal palm trees in Fort Myers. Namely, the city of palms. For a reason. The banyan trees here is what gets me. Now, Fort Myers has big banyans too. But here, I don't know, I think there's just more in volume. If anybody knows where there's big banyan trees in Bradenton, let me know. One of my favorite things to find are big trees. We got some construction here up ahead. This side of the road real slow. Again, more beautiful large trees, well trimmed oak tree there. Kind of brazen to trim an oak tree that much because if something happens to it, like a hurricane or a lightning strike or anything happens to it, you're not left with too much of a tree at that point. New construction here, they might have kept the original ornate. They probably kept the gate. Oh no, it's new masonry work, so it's new. Is it new or old? Hard to tell. Interesting. And these houses are all on the river, guys. These houses all have a beautiful view. These houses are all going to have a tremendously gorgeous view in the back. If anybody knows the style of this home, please let me know. More bougainvilleas. Two colors here. You got like a darker tone or bougainvilleas. Wow. They really went all out with the bougainvilleas here. Beautiful view. They're gorgeous plants, but I'll tell you, they are, I just hate them. I mean, they're beautiful, but they are a nightmare to work on. I guess when you're rich, you just don't have to worry about who has to clean up the crap. Somebody else's problem, not yours. Okay, here's a newer, a little more modern style. Different architectural styles here. It's interesting. Mango trees again. I'm surprised that there's so many fruit trees. This is called Key West as well. You see a lot of homes like this in Texas. Texas looking house right there. See more palm trees in the back. Big yard. Okay, any recommendations for there?
I'm not sure. What about that Rincon place that we liked?
In Sarasota?
Yeah.
It's a good drive from here. It's a real good drive from here. The thing that sucks about Bradenton is how long it takes to drive east to west across it. I mean, the roads aren't too bad. It's just, it's quite a drive either way. Let's see here. And yes, it is Florida, so a lot of times you'll see golf carts on the road. On the street legal now. Beautiful little shed right there. Run, squirrel, run.
Let's see what the photos look like.
There's a lot of traffic on this road.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I found a Mexican restaurant.
So, I think there's good Mexican restaurants in Bradenton.
It looks
Any
good.
good restaurant recommendations, guys? Authentic Latin, Mexican, or European cuisine,
Oh,
or even
that looks
American,
good.
and like real good. I don't mean like medium, really good crab. Let me know.
Oh, this looks like something we should try. A Mexican restaurant.
What's it called?
I saw it on the map. Near that place where I wanted to go. But I saw it on the map.
What's it
And it
called?
looks incredible. Mi Pueblo El Restaurante.
What's it rated?
4.5. But it looks awesome.
They left the rural palm trees here. See, they left the rural palm trees. Guess they're gonna build something, but they decided to keep the rural palm. Mercedes-Benz for sale right there.
Yeah. It looks really good.
Look at the size of these mango trees, guys. Big, giant mango trees. Lots of them, too. Palm trees, mango trees.
Yeah. I think we should check this one out.
Show me a good photo, something I like. Wow, these mango trees are massive. It's kind of like, you know what is angering me about, like the last 10 Mexican restaurants I've tried have been garbage. But I haven't discovered a good Mexican
It
restaurant.
looks like the old one like we used to get at Mr. Tequila.
Alright. GPS, I want you to get up out of here. Beautiful little pink building here.
It says we're only 20 minutes away.
Okay, there, I'm starving. But I really haven't discovered any good Mexican
Continue
restaurants.
on Riverview Boulevard.
Well, that one like place we ate at was okay, remember?
Huh?
We did find one place, I think it was on Manatee.
Yeah.
That's really nice. I got one car behind me. We're gonna have to either get out of there or speed it out.
Our street isn't like less than half miles.
I can turn this right now. We'll just go past. Joke. Walking in needlessly. Guys, look how pretty these side streets are. But these are no longer waterfront. Nice staghorn. Nonetheless, look how beautiful this street is as well.
Oh, you
Head
can take
south
this
on
place.
32nd
this
Street
too,
Northwest
so.
toward Avenue A West.
This part's beautiful, man. I mean, these aren't waterfront properties, but they're
Turn
still
left onto Manatee
pretty.
Avenue
I
nice.
love the styles. Like everywhere I look, I like the style.
Palm tree, little fat palm tree.
Someone's running their fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Florida, where it fits under 70 degrees. Someone started their fireplace up.
If somebody needs bromeliads, where are we at right now? All these will grow. All these bromeliads will grow from cuttings. All those trees, if you plant them, they'll grow back. Where are we at?
Huh?
When we get to that intersection, say where we're at.
Okay.
Obviously, the day of upload. The day of upload. Don't come here a year later looking for bromeliads, but anybody who watches this video once I upload.
First Avenue West and 32nd West.
32nd Street West and First Avenue West. If anybody needs bromeliads, probably the day of upload, I guess. Don't show up a year later trying to look for bromeliads. That's a good score right there, man. I got a little score like that where somebody got rid of some bromeliads and I replanted them on an empty lot in Lehigh. But we sold that lot. Look how pretty this purple house is. Wow. Gorgeous. And they got flowers, all types of gardening. Oh, look how cute this is, Katie.
Oh,
It's like a little cute house with like a little
well,
old camper. cute neighborhood for sure. Wow, look at this. I love the world palm trees growing right between the other plants. These are Mexican fantails. These will look great when they grow through here. That's a great idea to put some Mexican fantails because these fantails will shoot right up.
I really like the ones
This looks like
we had
Los
in
Angeles. Oh,
Alabama.
I love my Mexican fantails. They're pretty palm trees.
When
And
we
these,
have a house again, I'm definitely
so
getting.
this will look like California once they grow up and they get tall. This will look like California.
Yeah.
Well, the entrance of this street kind of looks like look at the height, guys. Almost like California. Look, California height right there in these. Kind of.
Yeah.
The street kind of looks like
Turn
California.
left onto Manatee Avenue West.
You'll turn left on Manatee.
Right, guys. So we're out to Manatee. I hope you guys enjoyed this tour. If there's any home, if you want to scroll back through the video and find any home that you want to timestamp, I would love to hear you. There's nothing restaurants up there in that little plaza. All right, guys. There it is. Make sure you guys timestamp the home you like the most.